Hello and welcome to Stage 2 of the LMP2 Race Day event. Now here we are, 12 years later from where Stage 1 is, and no, it's really not, but storyline-wise, I haven't been gone for 12 years, guys, just been out of the picture. And what's up with this car? Why is it so damaged? Okay, I serviced it. Oh, okay, that's right. It said that it wasn't in very good shape. Well, let's see if that really affects us at all or not. Night races, well, at least you got decent set of lights in the LMP cars, because there's a lot of night racing with these cars, and so we've got nice headlights. If you're having trouble on this stage, I'd encourage you to set your screen brightness as high as it can go, even if it costs you a bit of battery. You might have to plug in your device. But it's nothing like the Volkswagen event where we had a car with no headlights and lots of night races. I mean, come on, guys. What's up with that? Anyways, here we go. Already hit average speed. Not a problem. This is the advantage of buying a whole whack of tuning right at the start. And I'd encourage you to watch all the way to the last stage before you even start, because you can then see what I did and max out right away. So now, if you're going to do a different strategy than me, then, oh boy, what was that? That was horrible. I'm doing an all M dollar strategy. I don't want to spend gold on this car. And again, I touched on this in the prior video. There's a disadvantage to what I'm doing. So you're going to do this whole event, and at the end of the event, you will be allowed to choose which car you want to keep. So even though I'm driving this car now, at the end of the event, I could still choose the Aston Martin. So if you buy gold things like, if you level up your driver or level up your principal, that stays with you. And you could start the next race day event driving the same car and spend less M dollars. You see, so the more gold you spend, the less M you'll have to spend. But gold's really hard to come by in this game. It's the most difficult thing to get. I mean, M dollars are limited, but they're really not hard to get. It's not that big of a deal. Gold's always what you end up. You're always having trouble with gold. I mean, you guys will look at my balance of over 8,000 and go, oh my gosh, he's got so much gold. That's because I haven't upgraded a lot of cars. I am really stingy with gold. So, like, there's several exclusive series I have not even entered yet because I just didn't want to spend all that gold. I'll sometimes wait for a sale, unless I just really like a car. But even the Venom F5, I didn't fully upgrade that one yet. I did do some tests, but honestly, it's not that great of a car. I mean, don't get me wrong, fastest car in Real Racing 3 history. Hey, that's awesome. But you spend so much time on the brakes versus a car like this, that this might even get better lap times than the Venom F5 just because it's so balanced. You can drive the corners so fast. So top speed isn't where it's necessarily at. There's a lot more to driving cars than top speed. Unless you're doing drag racing, then there's really not much more. Well, acceleration and top speed, right? But you don't need brakes and you don't really need grip. Well, you need to have contact with the track off the line, of course, but you know what I'm saying. In a drag race, you're not taking corners. So you definitely need some handling there to keep it straight down the track. But anyways, let's drift this corner. Enough of that talk. Let's go drifting at Nürburgring. Well, although, again, earlier in events like this, I'm still wanting to learn the car, learn the track. And I kind of like this. We're getting several different tracks. By the way, you can drive where I just drove during time trial events. It's not actually, it doesn't count as off track. Definitely is off track. Doesn't count as off track. Let's see if I can do better this time around. I did horrible heading into this section last time in the dark. I actually had a real hard time in the dark. I didn't have my screen as bright as I should have in the dark. So turn yours brighter, turn it down for this stage, do whatever. Have your phone plugged in. Sometimes it makes it really hard to handle when you've got a cord hanging off to the side, but do what you gotta do to get it all done. Ooh, little tiny scrape there. I love drafting. There's talk of maybe getting the endurance races tweaked a little bit more. Like, there's advantages right now to how endurance races, how the bots just stop dead. And it's kind of similar to the way it was like a year and a half ago, where you passed a car and never had to worry about it again. But I do miss getting a push after I pass a car, and so it is in the queue to fix, but it's not a priority versus other bugs that have crept up in the game. Like, some people are having really serious crashing issues. Those are priorities that they are working on. This you know, the endurance thing, it's something that'll be looked at sometime, but right now we can still do endurance races. In fact, some of them are actually a bit easier, and some of them, it's not that big of a difference. Like, if you had trouble getting past the third lap at Le Mans in the McLaren MP4X, or in a lot of cars, you probably still do. It doesn't make that big of a difference, and I am roughing up this car so much. In an event like this one, this particular race, it doesn't say anything about winning the race. So what you could do is, if you're having trouble getting your drafting in on Eric here, you could just pull over and let the whole field pass you and then get more in next lap. So like right now, if you're like super far behind, just go backwards, drive backwards for a while and catch him next lap. So I got first place, but I don't think it was a requirement. Maybe it was, don't think it was. Let's see here. Yeah, I just don't think it was. Okay, but I mean, I had no trouble getting it done, and I've got more tuning than some people would for this stage, and we'll see if I have enough to finish this event. I couldn't really remember what exactly I needed, so I took it up to 80.2, because that's what I think I need. At minimum, that's what I need, but if I need more, I'll buy more later. I'll be showing you all the math at the end of stage 5, because that's when we'll know for sure how much this actually did cost me. Alright, now I took that corner better that time around. And let's see this. Nope, gotta have a little mini braking point there. Okay, no worries. That's pretty common in most cars. What I was saying in stage 1 is that the braking points I'm going with this particular car are very similar to the McLaren MP4X. Even though they are drastically different cars, nevertheless, that's about the braking points I can use. Really close to it. I'm pulling them back a pinch, but not much. Like even here, I'm surprised how late you can brake in this car. So let's see there. That was a little too late. I couldn't get back into the throttle as early as I should have, but I mean, not worried. I'm gonna have so much extra time. It's a timed stage and I have nothing to worry about. And you could be cutting corners and doing all sorts of stuff, but at this point, I want to learn the car on this track in case there's a hard stage, because I'm purposely driving this fast. I want to see how hard this event can be. There we go, that's it. So that's the end of stage 2. Let's get on to the rewards. I'll be adding things up. Please like, please subscribe, please keep on joining me. I'll be throwing up a playlist link soon, and something else for your entertainment value. Get on to stage 3 here. And so far, I like this car. I like cars like this that are balanced, nice handling, fun to drive, and let's keep it going.